This was my private pool, my space, my rules, or at least that's what I believed every single day. It was quiet, peaceful, exactly how I designed it, until that one afternoon, everything suddenly changed. A group of strangers suddenly showed up out of nowhere, with bags, towels, and full vacation energy like they belonged there. They walked in confidently, laughing, completely comfortable, like this place was already theirs. And right behind them was her, the HOA president, Karen, walking like she owned not just the street, but everything in it. She has permission, she snapped loudly. This pool is for guests. She didn't even bother looking at me while saying that, like I didn't exist. I just sat there, watching everything unfold, not angry, not reacting, just observing quietly, because I knew something she didn't. Single quotes, T. The guests walked in like they owned the place, coolers dropped, towels spread out. Someone even started setting up music. They were getting comfortable fast. But there was one thing Karen completely forgot, something small, but very important. The gate, the one thing she didn't control. She walked up confidently, like she knew the code, like she had done this before, like she had authority. Here, here, and then she pressed the keypad. Beep. The gate didn't open. Just a cold red light blinking back at her. And suddenly, everything paused. The group went completely quiet. Confused looks started spreading across their faces. They looked at each other, then at her. Something clearly wasn't right. Karen spun around instantly. Her frustration now directed straight at me, her tone sharp, impatient. Why isn't this working? I didn't rush to answer, just took another slow sip of my drink, let the silence sit there. For a moment, let it sink in. Then I smiled slightly, not in a mocking way, which is calm and knowing. I think you already know why, I said. And that's when her expression changed. Her face shifted instantly. Confusion turned into disbelief. Her confidence cracked just a little. What do you mean? She asked. You said this was for guests, right? I leaned back calmly in my chair, watching her reaction carefully. Then why doesn't your code work? She stepped forward again, started pressing the keypad faster. This time harder, more aggressively, trying to force control back. Beep. Denied. Again, and this time it felt louder, more obvious. The guests started whispering among themselves, eyes shifting between me and her, their excitement slowly turning into discomfort. This wasn't going how they expected. This is HOA property, she snapped loudly, her voice rising now, trying to hold on to authority, trying not to lose face. That's when I stood up. Slow. Calm, controlled. No anger in my body language at all. Just confidence. I started walking toward the gate, every step steady and deliberate. You could feel the tension building. Everyone watching closely. You should really check your records, I said calmly. Pointing toward the property line. This isn't what you think it is. And that's when things shifted. Karen immediately pulled out her phone, scrolling fast, almost aggressively, like she needed proof right now, like her authority depended on it. The guests slowly stepped back, now unsure where they stood. No one wanted to be in the middle of this anymore. The mood had completely changed. Arms crossed. Relaxed. Waiting for reality to catch up. Her expression slowly started to change, fading. Confusion growing, then something else. Realization. Her eyes widened slightly. That one detail, the one she missed, finally clicked. Everything went quiet again. A heavy silence filled the space. You could almost feel the shift in energy, and she felt it. She slowly lowered her phone. No words, no argument. Just silence. This isn't HOA property, she said it quietly this time. Almost like she didn't want to admit it, but she had to. I gave a small nod. Right. Simple, clear, final. No need to say more. Now the guests fully understood this wasn't shared. This wasn't public access. They had been misled. Karen looked away, avoiding eye contact completely. That confidence from before, gone just like that. No one spoke, no one moved for a moment. Just an awkward, heavy silence, the kind you can't ignore. One by one, they started picking up their bags, folding their towels quietly. No more excitement left. Sorry about that, one of them said politely, clearly embarrassed, clearly unaware of the truth. Before I nodded back respectfully, no frustration toward them at all. They weren't the problem here. They were just caught in it. Karen stayed behind, standing near the gate, frozen in place, with nothing left to say. She knew what happened. She knew she crossed a line, and now she had to own it. I turned around calmly, walked back toward my chair, like the situation was already over, because it was. I sat down again, picked up my drink exactly where I left off. Like nothing even happened. The pool was quiet again. Water still, sun reflecting perfectly. Peace restored. Karen finally walked away. No words. No excuses. Just silence. The gate stood there, closed, locked. Exactly how it was supposed to be. Exactly how I intended it. I leaned back deeper into my chair, relaxed again. Unbothed. Completely at peace. Some situations don't need shouting. They don't need arguments, they just need truth and patience. As the sun slowly started to set, everything felt calm again, balanced again, right again. No noise. No chaos. Just quiet surroundings, exactly how it should be. Sometimes people assume control without knowing the facts. Without understanding boundaries. It always shows, but truth has a way of coming out no matter how long it takes. No matter how confident someone is. It always surfaces. My pool. My rules. Always. Hit like if you've ever dealt with HOA drama. Subscribe for more crazy real stories like this. And tell me, where are you watching from?